Hi guys, and welcome to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me today at the Forest of Arden. I'm out on a beautiful summer's morning, and what I'm going to film a video on today is how to hit that high draw with the driver. So I've got the perfect hole for it here, the 17th of the Forest of Arden. So this hole bends, it doglegs a little round to the left, so if I can get this ball moving right to left round this corner, I'm going to gain those extra few yards. We're going to jump into how we can do that straight away. So what I've done here, guys, I've left an alignment stick on the floor, just showing you what would be centre, what would be the centre of the fairway here. I'm just going to talk you through the few setup changes, simple setup changes I'm going to make to be able to allow me to hit this high draw with the driver. So the first thing, if we're trying to hit a slightly higher ball flight, is we can tee that ball a little bit further up. So yes, the centre of the face is fantastic, is great, but if we're going to hit the driver either way, we're better hitting it slightly higher out the club face, and if it was going to be either way, we're better being slightly nearer the toe of the golf club, especially if we're going to be getting this ball moving more from right to left for me as a right-handed golfer. So I've teed that ball a little bit higher. The other changes I'm going to make is I'm going to move that ball a little, because I'm trying to hit this high draw, I'm going to move that ball a little bit further forwards in my stance than I normally would. Now actually that can have the effect of the path going more to the left because the swing is moving on an arc, so the club is travelling from in to square to in. So if I move that ball forwards in my stance, it actually could promote that club to be travelling more to the left of the target, which is the opposite for what I'm looking for to be able to draw the golf ball. So I'm going to make another compensation here, another setup change. So I've moved the ball a little bit further forwards in my stance than I normally would. I generally play it just inside my lead heel, whereas I'm actually playing it now a little bit further forwards, closer to my left or lead instep. But what I'm going to do to counteract the fact that balls move further forwards and I'm trying to draw the ball is I'm just going to then move my trail foot back to try and close my stance. Now the vital part here is there's no point in moving the feet if we then don't move the rest of the body. The shoulders are the vital part here. So I'm just going to move my body around to the right, and that is feet, knees, hips, shoulders, forearms. So it's going to encourage me to be swinging on a more in to out path to the right side of this alignment stick I've left on the floor. Now the last thing I'm trying to do to help me hit this high draw, and this is a vital part as well, the third step, is to allow myself to tilt behind the golf ball. Now, I don't want to change my lower body, or I don't need to change my lower body for me to be able to tilt so my trail shoulder sits lower than my lead shoulder, and as you can see, that gets my sternum behind the golf ball. I don't need to change my lower body to be able to tilt my upper body, so I can keep my hips where they were and just try and tilt so this trail shoulder is lower than the lead shoulder. Let's quickly recap those couple of things. So I've teed the ball higher. I've moved the ball a little bit further forwards in my stance because I'm trying to hit this high draw. To compensate for that ball moving forwards and the fact that I want this ball curving from right to left, I'm just going to move my trail foot back to close my stance, my knees, my hips, my shoulders, so they're aiming a little bit more to the right of the target. That's encouraging me to swing more to the right. And the last thing is this tilt behind the golf ball to again encourage me to be hitting more on the way up. Let's give it a go. Let's see if I can do those four things. So, ball further forwards, close the stance a little bit, including the shoulders, tilt a little bit more behind the golf ball with my upper body, so my trail shoulders lower, and let's give it a go, swinging just more to the right of that alignment stick. So I got the high, I got the draw. It didn't draw as much as I want, but actually because it's had that little bit of axis tilt to the left, the ball as it's hit the fairway there has actually skipped to the left as well. So that's really helped me cut this par 5 down in two. I hope those setup changes help you out on the golf course hit your high draw. Please post some comments and questions below. Do check out the channel for all the other content every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and make sure you give us a thumbs up to this video. Thanks guys, we'll see you soon.